Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It's Friday afternoon, and now you all know what that means, right? Friday afternoon means I'm going to take on chat in a 7-game draft gauntlet. We are going to draft offline via hirokuapp.com. I'll put that in the chat right now. We're going to draft at the site I just put up in chat right there. We're going to draft offline. We're going to import our decks back to Magic the Gathering Arena. We're going to challenge each other. And we're going to be using Loyal's Historic Cube. This is a cube we have drafted on this stream before. It is an historic cube, but it is not as powerful as the one that Wizards put together. That doesn't mean it's better or worse. It means it's different. It means it plays out a little bit more like high-powered traditional limited as opposed to sicko windmill bombs one after another. And I really liked it last time we played it. I played, I believe it was a Golgari deck, right? That we got good stuff out of, or is this the cube I played blue-red spells? I can't remember. Whatever. We're gonna start again. Have a good time. There is something on the line here. I have told chat that if they can 07 me, Motor City Mama gets to lead a decision-making squad about what happens to my hair from the neck up. But they have to 07 me. And so far, the worst I've done against chat is 5-2. So I feel like my hair is pretty safe. But this is Magic. Anything can happen anytime. And the gods could decide that it was time for me to 07 and change my hairstyle. So it's fun to have a little something on the line. And if I 7-0, I get to take something back. We haven't talked about what that is. No, you can't. Eyebrows are safe. Robert keeps wanting to say goodbye to my eyebrows, but I 7-0'd chat last time. And in 7-0ing chat last time, I have secured eyebrow protection. And what I need to do is figure out actually what happens when I 7-0 you today. I'll run it by Mama. If Mama can approve of all of my safety earnings if I happen to 7-0 again. But 7-0, 07, all very difficult. We're going to get going, though, and see how it goes. So if you are drafting against me, I'm going to switch views now. When the draft kicks off, obviously don't watch my draft. But I don't care if you come watch me deck build. I don't care if you watch me, if you see the deck after it's drafted. But obviously, if you're one of my opponents, it's almost time for you to go away, but not quite. Let's go left monitor here, take a look at what we're looking at. Oh, this has got to minimize. This has got to go over here. And then I'm going to pull this over like so. And then boom. Here we are. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got all 8 there. And basically, I'm ready to go. It looks like Gargantuan is running the show here, so we're going to say yes. He's doing a ready check, and once everybody green checks, the draft will begin. I'll talk you through how I approach assessing cube cards. Cube is super complicated. I'm not saying I have the end-all, be-all on all cube strategies, but I think the fundamental challenge of cube is figuring out what is the difference between when all the cards are awesome, how do you figure out what's even awesomer, right? So that's going to be the focus of my talk here. How do you even decide what to take out of a cube? And really what I'm looking for are build-arounds and really tough to deal with threats like a Multani is interesting here. So I like Multani. I like Lovestruck Beast is okay. Furious Rise is a decent build around. I'm sure Lazov is a build around, but I don't know how. So I'm not going to worry about it for right now. Let's take Multani. Maybe we'll wheel Goreclaw or something. This is somewhat build aroundable as well. Maybe if let's go a little bit bigger on the card size. Does that help? Is that better? Let's do that. I think that should be a little bit. But Multani is so hard to deal with that I think you just take Multani. See if we can't ramp to Multani. I mean, this was widely regarded as the best card to get in Dominaria draft in a format that was stacked with power. All right, we got another pick. Ooh, Tatyova jumps out at me. But so does Nightpack Ambusher. We took Nightpack Ambusher early, I think the other time we drafted this cube, and it worked out really well. It has Planeswalker-like effect on the board. Hold on, I'm going to take a bite. Anyway, it has flash, so you can flash it in and eat something, and then you just sit there and make wolves. And I love cards in Cube that have a turn-by-turn effect that's basically worth a card. Every time you pass a turn without doing anything, that you get a card's worth of value out of it, and it's single-colored, so we're going to take that. I didn't mention, yeah, we're going to... So Nantuko Avatar is co-streaming this. Basically, you can check out Nantuko's stream. I got to set up shout-outs to other streamers, but basically, let me find you the link to Nantuko's stream. Normally, I wouldn't send anybody away from me, but if you do want to check out what Nantuko's doing on his side of things, you can find him right there. Witchstalker is the only, like, I don't like Zhang. We could maybe take him. I guess technically he ramps, but I really don't like Zhang. But what else is there? A crap load of red. We could take a red card and potentially be looking at red-green, but maybe we just take... Knight of Autumn is also great, so we could hedge towards potentially a white pairing with green, or splash the knight. Just a lot of utility against a lot of decks. It is a wolf, that's true. You want the Rimrock Knight or Zhang Yu. Zhang Yu strictly wants those. So Elgar points out that Witchstalker is indeed a wolf, so it would get pumped by the Ambusher, but I think it's not powerful enough, and it's also the wrong spot. Like, we already have a 4. I mean, we're 2 picks in, so I shouldn't worry too much about curve, but I'm always worried about curve. I'm going to take Knight of Autumn, hedge a little bit. We'll see if this Witchstalker wheels. That would be quite a sign. Passing a lot of red, but... Eldest Reborn, powerful. We didn't end up in a Golgari deck in this before. Indrik, also powerful. I think we just take the... Yeah, Eldest just leaps out at me as incredible power. Lava Coil sends us more kind of green aggro. But yeah, Eldest, I also like control. When I've got Multani and Nightpack Ambusher, just taking our time and trying to get there in the long game makes some sense. Well, I like the Knight as a hedge because, A, you can play green-white successfully. It's not impossible. But B, green is so good at splashing, we could end up splashing the Knight, and that could be worthwhile. Greenseeker was like an MVP of our green deck the last time we drafted this cube. So I'm going to take it. Yeah, Dreadhorde is interesting too, but I'm going to go with the Greenseeker since I feel pretty solid about our green. Don't know if we're going to be black or white. Let's take the green, the good green card. Interesting. Witch's Oven, go away. I'm going to take Harpoon. I mean, not that it's bad. Like, Witch's Oven is, I just have PTSD playing against Cat Oven on Arena. Yeah, we could also take Taskmaster. Might even be the better one. Getting back, well, Multani gets himself back, which is part of why he's so insane. But, oh, Freebooter's also, I didn't think about that. But yeah, Freebooter's a real choice here also. I don't think Labyrinth is worth taking here. I know it's a land pick and we want to get some land picks in, but I don't love it. I'm going to say no. I like a Freebooter. Yeah, it's kind of, I saw these two first, but now I'm actually thinking Freebooter. This is a great turn 2 play. Shut down their plan of attack and set up yours. This Chittering Witch is more about the sacrifice deck, but it's 4 mana, 3/3 of power that starts to mow down small things. Is that really worth it, though? I think we probably just want the Hoarder here, or we could take Punishment if we think we might head back towards white. White's not seeming like where we're going to be, though. So I'm going to take Direfleet Hoarder as, yeah, quasi-ramp. Maybe we don't play it, though. I kind of hope we don't play that. But there's nothing else in that pack. Boy, which end of the green spectrum do you want to go for here? 7-drop or 1-drop? This is a heck of a 7-drop, let me tell you. But Pelt Collector? Kind of what every green deck wants to start out doing. Let's see, I have 38 seconds. I'll try a quick 10-second poll. Pelt or Worm? Fungal Infection, not bad either, but we would take Pelt Collector over Infection. I tend to lean cheap, but I'm curious if chat thinks the payoff is here for the Worm. Chat is with me on the Collector. Just wanted to see if anybody wanted the, if Worm was a popular option. Was talking about this wheeling, and it did, but we also wheeled the Beetle, which is a fine 2. And this is saying creatures, spells you cast with power 4 or greater cost 2 less to cast. Boy, what do you think? Beetle or Terror? Kind of just want the Beetle again. Yeah, but it's... we don't have a lot of 4. Yeah, okay, fine, I'll take the rare. Beetle is so good, but we're actually doing okay on 2s and 1s, and this is quite powerful. You're right that Goreclaw does not work with Multani, but maybe we'll find enough other things going on to do it anyway. Like, we'll go Gravebreaker. I saw the Raptors, and that was appealing to me as well, but Gravebreaker can work with Terror, and we can put Multani in the graveyard and get him back, so Gravebreaker is actually a great pick for our deck. Raptors would be nice too, though. Well, I feel like I keep ending up in Golgarian Cube, but it's just such value town, you know? It fits right with how I like to play. I don't think we're playing anything here. I suppose it's possible we back out of black, and if we were to do that, we might head into red or blue. I don't think Dragonfire is particularly worth taking here, though. Maybe it's... I guess it's colorless. We'll take it. I'll take Battlement in case we splash white and decide this is worth it somehow. Yeah, Sphinx is the most powerful, and I almost took it, but I really don't think we're going to end up in blue. And if we did end up in blue, I mean, that's not even a super exciting card for it. Oh, sorry, there's a pick. I was like thinking I was waiting for the pick. Oh, geez, what do we get? Darn it, I wanted that other one. Shoot, I didn't realize the pick was up, so that was a little mispick. I would love that transformation, but we missed it. My bad. J-Light Ranger here seems great, but Tendershoot Dryad is busto. This is what I want to do. This is what we did last time too, and it's just so good. The same thing with the Night Pack Ambusher. It just starts pumping out value. Yep, there was some powerful stuff in there we could wheel. I like where we're at so far. Sorry we didn't get that removal, but we're in green-black. Hopefully we find better removal anyway. Like, I don't want to play that. I don't want to play... I'm hoping we don't play any of this now and just... Wait, is that trash talk? You might have to carry me to stop chat from getting its first win. Oh. Nah. Maybe we'll go mono green and this is all Fear and Void will end up being really good. We sure drafted something along these lines, but it's not my fault that y'all keep insisting that I do this. We could take Golos and maybe end up something cool down there. Probably just we could take a Fabled Passage. This is going to wheel. This is fine, but it's going to wheel. And there's no black cards in here. I guess I would say I'm going to send Ryoku a note if he would like to adjust the color balancing. One of the rules that Wizards goes for in its boosters is that there's something of every there's a card of every color in every booster. This is pack 2, pick 2, so we're doing great, and that's why I'm going to take Golos. I feel like we have time to maybe make Golos a thing. There is color balancing, but I think it's in packs, like in the packs overall, maybe not in anyway. There's color balancing, but the Wizards' approach is to make sure there's a card of each color in every pack. That's true. It could be just that there was missing one. There was one pick gone out of that. It's possible it was the black card. True like to the land there. Fair enough. But there's only one Golos in the cube, and if we're going to do fun stuff and build around him potentially, I just wanted to lock that in. We'll take a Nightmare Shepherd here, though, over its 4 power, so the Goreclaw makes it cheaper, and obviously bringing back in Ambusher would be just fine. You know, bringing back in a copy of Multani, although we would want to exile Multani, so probably decline in that spot. So you got to keep that in mind. But anyway, Nightmare Shepherd seems super powerful here over the removal or the Digger. I know it has a color balancing option, people. I'm saying it doesn't guarantee, just because there's a color balancing option doesn't mean we know how it works or what it guarantees, Buckeye. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I should say, I don't know how the color balancing works or what it guarantees. I'm not going to pass this Acolyte. Maybe we'll get back a Pulse or something else here, but this Acolyte's perfect for us. In Magic, there are two ways to describe the color properties of a card. We say what its color is or what its color identity is. The color of Golos is colorless. The color identity of Golos is Wooburg, all 5 colors. And you identify color identity by looking for mana symbols on the rules text as well. Getting a little thick at 5. Want to get some more action at 1, 2, and 3. Well, I wouldn't mind this Arasta, but like Wolf Willow Haven is kind of what we need. We drop this in at 2 to accelerate to our 4s and 5s. It's not amazing, but I'm basically going to take every green ramp that comes our way at this point. Serpent is fine. Serpent is very good. But I think ramp is more important than Serpent here, don't you think? This is a thing of which there are many in the cube that we could take and do something similar. I mean, by that I mean, you know, a good creature. Like, and it's nice that it fills any slot in the curve, but ramp is limited in the number of ramp cards even available in the cube, so I think we have to take ramp when it's available. Probably the worst ramp in the cube, but oops, still happy to play it given our circumstances. Loathsome Renata. Loathsome is not as good as Renata, but Loathsome fits at 3 and it's 4 power, so I'm going to take it. Also, I believe that Goreclaw will cheapen the cost of Loathsome as an escape creature as well, so I'm going to take the 3. Could use some removal, though. We got some good action. We got very little removal. Right now, our big interaction is Eldest Reborn. We cannot reach out and kill anything. That's a big problem in Cube. You do need to be able to interact, so that's also a priority of mine. We've got some powerful cards. We've got some game winners. I want to ramp to them, and I want to defend against Oppo's plays while we do. Sir Conrad leapt out at me, but then Maelstrom Pulse is exactly what I asked for, right? I mean, Sir Conrad would be nice. I wouldn't mind Revels getting back some stuff, but Pulse is exactly what we want. This is, you must not be talking about Pulse, true, because Pulse is not spicy. Sir Conrad is spicy, but Pulse, solid and nice. No, there's only 1 available per day, so any of the bling stuff still available is live for use. I don't know if there are counter synergies oil can, but we'll look for that. See how that looks. Oh. What makes Pulse spicy? It's 3 mana kill something. How is that spicy? Hey, we'll take a on curve. You know, we need some 2s. This will fit. That's fine. Just trying to survive. This is interesting too, but I think we have our control finishers and stuff. We just want Cheese wants the wand. I don't know. It is removal. You want to just take the room? We also short on 3s. Okay, we can take it. All right, I'll take it. It is removal. Yeah, I'm not worried about 2 4s. That's true. I want it noted that I've ever been the last person to pick here. Brain Maggot on 2 goes right along with the freebooter and could really help us out, but Ranger just so super solid, right? I can't pass the Ranger. Ranger's just value town on 3 mana. Goreclaw, probably playable even as just a 4/3 for 4 that makes some of our stuff cheaper. This is not, we're not really leveraging this to any great value, but I think it's just fine. Like its baseline stats are enough to be worth it even for a little bit of extra. Well, Sapherd is the card we've got in our colors. Are we playing it? We're not really going wide. I don't think we're playing this. Yeah, we could have taken the green-white land. I don't think we're playing anything here. But a bad Fishify that you can do 3 times is pretty good. And I think it's not Oxify, would maybe Oxidize, right? We're going to Oxidize that creature. I guess we'll take this Sapherd, but I don't know. We're best of oneing, so no sideboards, or I would have taken the sideboard card. Great offering wheel. Yeah, you could upgrade your. You could turn a Saproling into an Ox if you needed to. I don't think we're playing this. I think this is a monocolored land for this cube. Maze of Death, you felt like the pun would be too much and you've got Orcus Artillery grasping his head in pain? Of course it was correct to roll that pun out. So Sailback is cheapened by Goreclaw and we could flash it in, but I probably just want Pulse. I just keep getting stuff back from the yard here. I don't think Snapping Sailback is good enough opposed to Pulse, which represents a second copy of one of our bombs. So we'll take Pulse. Probably not playing the Sapherd. It just doesn't feel like it's likely. And I feel like I'm in the right lane again. This is good. Whisper was an option. We could have talked about it. I didn't feel like this was a Whisper deck, but maybe we could have. We're not an Onslaught deck either, but it's our color, so we'll take it, move it to the board. IGI. Are we an IGI deck? Maybe. Probably not. I think we want to do creature stuff. And yeah, we'll take Spawn. Spawn seems great. Nothing else in our colors other than the Woodland Champ and the Gutter Bones, and Triton. If Triton comes back, we'll take it. Triton's my second favorite card here, but easy Spawn. Don't think we're playing all these 4s. We got to probably not the IGI. We don't need that to win. 6 4s is still pretty thick. No sideboarding. We're going to be best of 1 here. Let me change my data. Maybe that. Oh, I'm not even on that screen anyway, so it doesn't matter. Best of 1 though. Best of 1. For the future, like, I'm kind of curious what you like. So I'm going to run a poll for chat after I reserve a card here. Tristani on the splash. Massacre Girl as removal, or the Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge as removal in the 3 slot, not bad either, but let's take Massacre Girl. Very powerful. Sorry, I was trying to pull in the future. So my philosophy around, I like the 7 best of 1 games against everybody I drafted against. Makes for a fun experience for me versus chat. We have the bet going on that. So it seems like we should keep going with the 7. But we could, if we wanted to, do this first thing on Fridays and just spend like N hours doing as many best 2 out of 3 matches as it takes to do all 7. So my question is, do you want the Gauntlet to stay best of 1 and short, or go best of 3 and be significantly longer? Like, do you really want to watch me play 7 best of 3 matches with the same deck? I'm going to hold on to finale here, but that's my question. Do you want BO1 or BO3 for future chat gauntlets, if everybody's into it? Right, Fiddles. I'm not worried about that part right now. It may not be doable because of the people's ability to stay around. I'm just curious about audience interest, not about the logistics of whether it can even happen or not. Finale of Devotion is going to be fine here over the Recollect, I think. I'm not missing... Oh, we could do Mind Stone, though. Maybe I'm supposed to do Mind Stone? Thanks, chat. Big help.